Up that time gets him to swing right through it as the leadoff man is down on strikes to open up the ball game.
Batting second.
That'll bring in Phillip Ervin. In previous duels with DeGrom, he's just 1 for 6. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope. Ball 1.
Not the warmest night you'll see around here, and even 50 degrees at game time. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1.
Count is 2-1.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Here now the 2-2.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Freddie Galvis will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up in time to first, and there are 2 away. A moment here to take a look at the Cincinnati Reds starting lineup in this one. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, a lot of this offense runs through the Moose, Mike Moustakas. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
So now to the plate, Freddie Galvis. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0. Two and 1 the count. Here's the pitch.
Going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Good battle. Count remains full. Smoked on the ground left side. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Reds. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Anthony DeSclafani will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
An interesting stat about this guy. Coming into this game, right-handed hitters are hitting below 200 on the season for him as a starting pitcher. So he must be doing something right when he's facing the righties.
Digging in, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Ahmed Rosario.
The pitch. And that misses, ball 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Hit back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, this game's starting off exactly the way they want it to. Lead off single in the bottom of the first after their pitcher went out there and threw a donut on the board. Boys are flying around.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Snap throw from the catcher, and he saw it coming that time. Back in standing. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Again to first, but he's back in safely. Rosario aboard here at first with nobody out. Base hit into right center. Rosario rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
So here's Jeff McNeil as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A runner at second, nobody out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
Yeah, when you're almost hitting guys, that's a sign that you're a little bit too jumpy out there to start the game. So that's a good move by the guy behind the plate to just come out and talk to him and encourage him and settle him down a little bit.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
Another 1-2 delivery. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Irvin is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first down. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. Looking at the stat sheet, I was just blown away. He has 10 RBIs in his last 10 games. He's the guy you can't let beat you if you're on the other team, and we'll see if he can keep it up in this one.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Liner towards second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Wilson Ramos.
Now to the plate, Wilson Ramos. And the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. He's set and the pitch. Ground ball left side. Galvis gets to it. And he'll get in there safely.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Stepping in, Eugenio Suarez. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Roy, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Fouled away. And he takes strike three called on the fastball. One gone.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Third baseman Mike Moustakas now. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike one. Moustakas, or just Moose for short, was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And there are 2 away now.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, Travis Jankowski.
At the plate, Travis Jankowski. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Reds are down in order. They're still down. It's Here's Jake Marisnick. He'll start us out here in the home half of the
The
second.
center fielder, Jake Marisnick.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. And he fouls this one off. Marisnick is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Counts even at 2-2 to Marisnick. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Jacob DeGrom.
Now in the box, Jacob DeGrom. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall.
Wow, he almost blew that fastball by him, but he shows some quick hands to catch up to it and drive it down the opposite line. Didn't keep it fair by much, but he did, and that's a nice two-bagger.
Runner in scoring position at second with one away. And up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Now a flare out toward right center. Here comes the right fielder, and that's into the gap and should be extra bases. DeGrom rounds the corner and is headed home. And a relay to the plate, and he is safe at the plate, and the lead is now 3-0.
Wow, with one out, and he clutches up with an RBI triple, which is his second hit of the game, so he's starting to put together a pretty big game here.
Settling in now, Robinson Cano. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch on its way. Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
Down 21.
Slow roller left side. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We've played 2 full. It's the Mets 4 and the Reds nothing. Next up will be Kyle Farmer. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now here's the pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Under it is Marisnik, 1 away.
Batting 8. The pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani.
So here now's the pitcher, Anthony DeSclafani. Here's the first pitch to him. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. One and 2 the count to the Reds pitcher.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. But this will be taken easily at first, and there are 2 gone.
Batting 9. The second baseman, Derek Dietrich.
Striding in, Derek Dietrich. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
I don't mind the aggressiveness right there. He was definitely trying to get the head to a fastball. He pulled the string on that one. He's going to have to stay back a little bit longer.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Rosario will put this one away, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Reds. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He singled his last time up.
The first baseman, Pete Alonso.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and there's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Going back is the left fielder, And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, number 10 for him on the year. And the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
In now, Michael Conforto. As he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1. Swing and he pops him up. In there, a base hit.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Wilson Ramos will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup, if he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
The 1-2. Ground ball to second. This could be two. Fielded cleanly. Galvis on to first, and they get the double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper two-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Yoenis Cespedes. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
The 1-0 is a fastball looked at for a strike. Cespedes behind a ball and 2 strikes.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Hit sharply on the ground. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. We played 3 full. It's the Mets 5 and the Reds nothing. Into the box now, Jesse Winker back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
he has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And now a pitch on the way.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0.
Nope. Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
2 balls and a strike.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Winker in front, 3 balls and a strike.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
In now for the Reds, Phillip Ervin. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Swing and a miss, 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
The 3-1 takes this the other way to right. This one's down. It's the first hit for the Reds, and it's going to be for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
The bat,
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
At the plate, Freddie Galvis. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. There's a fastball, pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation. Great job at the plate to lay off a tough pitch in a good spot.
Now the 1-1 pitch. To 1-2 now. From the stretch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Barisnik is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And a relay home. And they're going to get on the board here with the sac fly, but there's still work to be done. Down 5-1. Ready now for Cincinnati, Eugenio Suarez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
A 1-1 count to the Reds' first baseman.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike three. The throw. The tag at third, and they got him. A double play. And very quickly here, the side is retired. Reds will be forced to settle for just the one. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Mets 5 and the Reds 1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. He said sometimes it's less about launch angle and exit velocity and more about finding the holes in the defense, and that's been the case for them today. Of their 8 hits, 4 of them have come off the bat under 90 miles an hour. We'll see if that continues to work for them, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now. Next for the Mets, Jake Marisnick. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you see there, they find themselves 2 from the bottom, 13th place in the National League. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Jacob deGrom. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at-bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
A bouncer up the middle. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Rosario.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Whoa. Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Liner towards second, but this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're up 5-1. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds offense with their manager between innings. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. A lot of their outs have come from weak contact and strikeouts as a result of chasing pitches outside the strike zone. He said it's going to be extremely important for them going forward to be more selective with their swings and force the opposition to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off with the Reds.
At the plate, Mike Moustakas. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1-0 the count. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. The 2-2.
We got 3-2.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Standing in, Travis Jankowski. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Marisnick going back at the track, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The relay, and it's in time as he's out at third as the good relay gets him.
Now back, Kyle Farmer.
Into the box now, Kyle Farmer. Checked his swing there and pops this one up. And no one will track it down. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. Farmer, 28 years old. He was an 8th round selection back in the draft of 2013.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2.
That's a ball. We got full count.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
It's a 5-1 game here in inning number 5. Liner in there for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Joey Votto will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and 1 out in the inning. And here's a called strike to the 36-year-old veteran. It's 0-1. From the stretch. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through for a hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. And he's safe. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Standing in now, Derek Dietrich, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. And this will be working for the punch out, and the offering fouled off. The 0-2 once more. He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Marisnick going back at the track, the wall, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 3rd home run for him on the year as we are all tied at 5.
And just like that, they're right back in it. Huge 3-run bomb to tie this one back up.
Stepping in now, Jesse Winker. Swing and he pops him up. Rosario is there, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, the left fielder, Philip Irvin.
So striding in, Philip Irvin. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else. 4 runs here in this half inning. Very high, 2-1. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Amir Garrett, a 6'5" left-hander, takes over on the mound now.
Number 50, Amir Garrett.
Ready once again, Robinson Cano. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Robinson Cano.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1's the count.
Cano waiting on the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss by Cano as he's set down on strikes, and there's one away. There's the look of the final line for the Reds starter. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
Hey, this certainly wasn't the outing he was looking for when he left the bullpen while warming up. Too many pitches over the heart of the plate. 4 home runs. That's right. 4 home runs he allowed in this one.
From the stretch. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
And now pitch on the way. Hit high and deep out to left. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Up next to the net, the first baseman, Pete Alonso.
So here's Pete Alonso. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
Ball 1 to start the at bat. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him. One and two now. Five runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Our score holds at 5 apiece.
Robert Gesellman will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 65, Robert Gesellman.
Coming to the plate now, Freddie Galvis. He hit a sac fly earlier.
The shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
First pitch coming, here it is. All over that one, but a little out in front, foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track. A fine running play there for the first out. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. At the plate now, Eugenio Suarez, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
To the plate now, Mike Moustakas. Swing, and Moustakas sends a drive to right. This ball's got some carry, and that one is gone. A solo shot that time for Mike Moustakas. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
Hey, I know we're not sitting up here with a crystal ball, but that swing right there, although in the middle innings, could be the deciding factor. And we could be looking back at this one when it's all said and done.
Digging in at the plate is Travis Jankowski, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Inside, as he might be trying to set him up here, 1-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. Rosario is there, and the side is retired. 1 for the Reds in the inning, and it comes courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 6th is straight ahead. It's the Reds 6 and the Mets 5. Bottom of the 6th inning now. Stepping up now, Michael Conforto. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. The 1-1.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, there's only a one-run cushion to play with, so he's got to be upset after he walked the leadoff man here. Go-ahead run comes to the plate, and there are no outs. This could be a very interesting inning.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
The 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Michael Lorenzen
takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. None out, runners at first and second. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Ready with the 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. And he struck him out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
In now, Jake Marisnick. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. No hits to this point. The 1-0. And he's in there for strike 1. The 1-1. A A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Now batting, the pitcher, Robert.
Eduardo Nunez will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here.
Eduardo Nunez.
In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1 for count.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 2 left for the Mets. This one remains close. It's 6-5. Edwin Diaz is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
New York Mets. Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
All set for the start of the inning. Now at the plate, Kyle Farmer. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Lays off 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Aristides Aquino will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 8 home runs and 17 RBIs. Comes set and the 0-1. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for route number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Derek Dietrich.
At the plate, Derek Dietrich. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
First pitch of the at-bat to first. He's got it. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Reds out in front, 6-5. Raisel Iglesias gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Raisel Iglesias.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ahmed Rosario. So far 2 for 3 in this one.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
That's wide, 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
3-0 now. 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch. Fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Outside, 3-0 now.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
The 3-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Next up from New York, Jeff McNeil. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And a reach, but he can't get there as it falls. Street.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
From the stretch, Pete Alonso is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Inside here with the hard stuff, and it's 2-1 now.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
To 2-2 now. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains 2nd and 3rd, but with 2 away now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
And this is the right move here. With first base open, take the bat out of this guy's hands every single time.
So stepping in, Wilson Ramos, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at 3rd. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
Outside, that's the ball.
1-0. Here it is. There's a breaking ball that couldn't quite catch the inside.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Liner towards second. So this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Justin Wilson has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 38, Justin.
New inning set to get underway. Digging in, Jesse Winker. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Nicholas Castellanos is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Nick Castellanos.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Wilson is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away.
Now batting.
Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Now batting, Phillip Ervin. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. This one's down to third. Cano fields it cleanly, and there's out number 2.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Freddie Galvis.
Digging in now, Freddie Galvis, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. 2 out, nobody on. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Line to the right side. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Eugenio.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring in Eugenio Suarez. He's set. Here it comes. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. Aiming for that outside corner, but just missing. 2-0.
You'd never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at bat, starting right now.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Clearly fooled there on the slider.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. 1 left for Cincinnati as it remains a 6-5 ball game. Nicholas Castellanos will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right. Number 2. Nick Castellanos.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes.
Leading up for the net, the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded back up the middle, fielded by Galvis. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Center fielder, number 16, Jake Marisnick.
In now, Jake Marisnick. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1.
The 1-0 home. Hard ground ball to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a one-out base runner. And if your mind wanders toward what's left on the bench, there you get a look at what the Mets have remaining to choose from. J.D. Davis will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Hitting for the Mets, number 28, J.D. Davis.
And that misses for ball 1. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. The 1-0 off is Marisnick. Pitches a cold strike. The throw is there, and he's out trying to take second. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossoming.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Ahmed Rosario, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Pedro Strop is called upon with 2 out in the 8th as he's asked to complete a 4-out save.
Pedro Strop.
stretch. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
2 out here and a runner at second. Well, it looked like the fastball got away from him there.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Takes this the other way to right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that possible tying run at third, as even with 2 away, they decide to put the stop sign on.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Here's Robbie Cano now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And he misses again to Cano. It's 2-0 now.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Too high. And it's 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters. So you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And Cano's able to lay off that time. He'll reach on the base on balls.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Jeff McNeil, as he'll do his best to bring home the go-ahead run from third, 90 feet away. First pitch on its way.
They love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
The 0-1 offering. Hit down the third baseline. Moustakas is there. He'll come home with it, and they get the force at home. Whatever works as the side is retired. Mets leave them loaded. Still a tight ball game. It's 6-5. Paul Sewell enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Ready for another shot now, Mike Moustakas. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Cespedes is there. 1 out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Travis Jankowski.
Into the box, Travis Jankowski. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Now the pitch. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Now the pitch. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, Kyle Farmer. As he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Reds are down in order. They lead it, however. It's 6-5. Striding in to start the ninth, Pete Alonso, and they'll need him to get something going here. He's set and the pitch. Shoots this one to first. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Stepping into the box, Michael Conforto. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take this on to first, and they're down to their final out, 2 away.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop.
He obviously wanted that call on the corner, but if he continues to put the ball right there, he's going to get that call, and he's going to keep pitching as well as he is.
A diving try, but it's through into the outfield.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the ninth. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off happening.
Stepping into the box, Yoenis Cespedes. They'll be looking for something that could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the belt, kicks and deals. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Bullet back up the middle. And the 2-out thunder. This might set up a play at the plate.
All right, Dan, as a former closer right here, you get 2 quick outs in the ninth inning, and then you give up back-to-back knocks. Are you 1 pitch away? What are you telling yourself?
You know, sometimes the hardest thing to do, D-Row, is to get that 1, 2, 3 ninth inning. 2 base hits in a row right now, and this is where you really have to make some good pitches. It's never easy pitching the ninth inning, and this is an indication of that right here.
from the stretch. And now the runner breaks for the plate. And the ball in the dirt as it gets away a bit. And no throw, in fact, as he'll just hang on to it.
Man, oh man, what an amazing finish. I know it didn't work out, but I applaud them sending the runner right there. They needed a run to tie the game, and it was going to take a great play to get him, but that's just what happened. Wow, that was close, but the one-run margin stands.
And tonight's one-run game comes to an end, 6-5, the final. Cincinnati rode an important sixth inning to victory in this one. Amir Garrett gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Pedro Strop gets a 4-out save, his 8th of the season. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds.